I want to circle back to the cover of your book. So if you
Yeah.
can just explain what it means, what you're going for, and why was it so intentional for you to make it the way it is?
I want to just start with like the color and how it goes from like grayish to black. Growth can be is a very gray area type of thing. It's never black or white. Growth is never clear. White is never a certain way to grow. Everyone grows
Right.
differently. That's number one. Number two, the roads and how it's growing out of a concrete sidewalk. I want people to understand that the rose represents true growth. We grow in environments that we're not supposed to grow in. If a rose is in a field full of roses, you say it belongs there. It's supposed to grow. But when you see a rose grow through concrete and the sidewalk, you're like, how did it happen? Also, when you think about concrete, like pushing through concrete, growing up through concrete, you're going
Hmm.
through the resistance that you're going to be met when you're growing. So I want people to understand like the rose represents you as an individual, and the only way to truly like grow into the person that you're supposed to be, you have to be uncomfortable. Because before you can
Right.
get comfortable, you have to be uncomfortable. And then the petals at the bottom represent you shedding the old versions of yourself.
Mhm.
Because I want people to understand that it's okay to not be the same person that you were a couple months ago, especially when you're trying to grow and develop. And you have to understand that you have to shed. It's the part of the
Right.
process. You can't have old ways and try to become a new version of yourself, especially when those old ways are basically going against who you're trying to become, right? So, for example, if you're trying to become a person that wants to tell the truth more, you got to stop lying. You can't
Right.
lie sometimes. Oh, I'm gonna just cut down on my like. No, like if you want to become that person, and for me, like wanting to become the man that I am today, right? I had to shed old versions of myself that was going against it. And then lastly, it's hard to see, but like the words are like the stress to represent growth is not pretty. You're going to
Mhm.
have scars. You're going to have marks. You're going to get knocked down, but it doesn't matter that you got knocked down 9 times. As long as you get back up that 10th time. You can have all the scars in the world. You can have all the marks in the world. So that's what I want people to understand when they see the cover. I wanted them to see what the book is about before they even open it up.